Good morning everyone. I'm coming on to make one of these little treat pouches. Bring it up a wee bit. And it is the new, wait, I'll just see if I can find the stamp set. Treat time. And there's dies that go with it, which are called Petite Treats framelit dies, and there is 7 dies in this set. And I'll just bring them out so you can see them. So you get this one here, which has got little notches on that. I'll just bring you down so you can see it a little better. Might need to layer that wee bit on. Put it on this, hopefully that will show it a bit better. So you can see there's a little jigsaw piece on either side. And that's for these 3 interchanging pieces. Bring it all out. So you can lock in either straight one, or we have the semicircle one, or you can use what I'm using, and that's the heart shaped bit at the top. Yeah. So you just lock in and then you run them through your die cutter. So that's the first 4 dies which all work together. Then you've got 2 of these, which means you can run them through together. And these are for the bottom if you wish to decorate it with a scallop bottom. You just cut out a bit of card in a coordinating colour and you can just glue it onto the edge here, and it just gives it a wee bit extra design. And lastly, you have got this framelit which cuts out all of these perfectly. Okay. So we've got a floral design, we've got a celebration, stars and streamers, we've got a get well soon, we've got hearts, happy birthday, another floral, thank you for being so sweet, it's a real treat being friends with you, thinking of you, time to celebrate and happy for you. So on my sample I used Happy For You, and this was a retired DSP. This was from the Bundle of Love suite, which retired at the end of the last catalogue. But as I was, excuse me, as I was just playing around and trying to get used to it, I decided to use it with retired. And I think it looks fab. Now I did use the Love Heart design. Okay, and you can easily just put double-sided tape down inside there or a little bit of Tombow and just seal it once you put your goodies in. But for me, I haven't filled it yet, so I've decided to just fold over the little curves and put a little library clip on it, and I think that looks quite cute. Okay, now you'll see there that I have put a little bit of gold on the edge there. Now how I done that, I just fussy cut around. I glued the sentiment onto gold, roughly cut it out, and then I just fussy cut around to give it roughly the same size of border. But I've decided to try it this way, and what I did was the framelit cuts out the inside. So what I've done is I've placed it down and put my pen on the outside, so it'll give me basically that width of a banner around it. And I'm using the rich raspberry. So I will start putting it all together for you. Now I have die cut the image out and the sentiment to save time, because my big shot has died and gone to heaven, and whoops, my Gemini is just a bit bulky to bring on camera. I am seriously considering getting a little sidekick, which is the Tim Holtz die cutter, which is just basically a tabletop one. I'll just bring this out a wee bit so you can see. So this is a DSP I've got, and it's from Petal Promenade, and you see on the reverse it is quite bare, but I think that's quite pretty, and you could easily do it that way, but I'm going to be using the floral side today. It is quite busy, so I would keep it minimal in the decoration. I am only just going to be putting the sentiment on with the rich raspberry background, hopefully. So we'll see how that works. But let's put it together. So let me just see. So I don't know if you'll see this on camera, but there's little notches where the die has left. Let me see. You can see it up here, there's a little notch. Because it's on pattern paper, it is a little bit difficult. And on the green, you might be able to see it on the green actually. Come on, you monkey. There's just little notches there, so you know where to fold and things. But first, you are going to make a tube. So the best way I've found is just use your bone folder and pull your paper. And do this a couple of times, and that just gives you a natural curve in your paper. So when you're actually curving it, it's not going to fight you too much. And I have got just some double-sided tape here, and I'm just going to put a little on here, like so. Right, then I need my pokey tool wherever I put it. It's over here, I think. Yep. So I'm just burnishing that down to make sure the tape is stuck, and then just lift that away. And then I'm just going to come round and just stick it down where that notch is. There is a little notch there at the bottom, and then we've got another notch at the top, so it's lined up perfectly. And then you just stick your centre part down. Perfect. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pinch the top corners where your heart is, and then down the bottom there is other pinch marks. So we've got one there, and we have got one there, and that gives us our bottom end. So we just need to put a little bit of tear tape in there, or Tombow. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of Collal just because it's faster drying. So I'm only putting a tiny amount. So if I lift that up, you should be able to see just how much I've used. There's not much there at all. And then you're just going to press that down and just hold it until it's stuck, which doesn't take long at all. And that's coming up there for some reason, which I don't want. Whoops, eraser. Sort that out in a minute. And I'm going to just stick a little bit under here because that's not sticking properly and it would really bug me. So I'm just going to hold that a second. Right. And then I am just going to push down those little flaps at the top, like so. That's one down, that's two down, and just pinch it across there. And then just grab the other library clip and just clip the top of that like so. Alright, and you could add a wee bit of lace down here if you've got some lace. You could add another decorative border, it's totally up to you. Right, so lid back on the kalau, and we will trim out hopefully this little scrap. So I'm just going to go slightly inside the line, hopefully. And my eyes are absolutely terrible in the mornings. So just excuse me if my fussy cutting is ridiculous. Right, so I'll turn it over so there's no pen marks. That's alright, I'm quite happy with that. So I'm just going to add some kalau, get that stuck down. Like so. And then I want some dimensionals. Look at the mini ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One in the centre. you don't need as many as that. I am just a bit of a freak pot when it comes to my dimensionals. I like them to be popped up properly, and you get tons in the mini dimensional, so you can do that without thinking you're wasting lots and lots of them. So then we are going to, just see where that looks. Right, so this is the front. Just stick on happy birthday to the central area. Let me just, that's about centre. About there. And let me see what rhinestones I've got that will match. I want a wee rhinestone on it. Let's see. I think we might use a couple of these wee sequins, actually. Just turn it that way. Put one there. Put one there. And I'll put one up the top. Whoops. Whoops, there is it. And that's it done. And you could fill that with what do you call them? You could probably put your little Haribo sweets in them. You could put your mini eggs, Smarties, anything that's small, treat wise, will fit in that. And if you were doing a kids' party, you could put your sweets in these. They're not going to cost a lot. Use your retired paper and pop them together. A couple of bits of tear tape and you're done. You don't even have to use the clips. Just put a little bit of adhesive on the top and the kids can grab what they want, and you could put thank you or whatever in the front, and it's a cheap little treat bag for the kids to take away with them. Also Halloween, these are going to be my little Halloween treats for anyone that comes to my mum's door. I go over to my mum's at Halloween. My own kids and the kids that are around us all the time, I do make up little baker boxes with their normal treats, and then they'll get a packet of crisps and a drink and things. But for anyone that comes to mum's door, I'm just going to be making up a couple of these. I'll maybe make up 20 or 30, and any of the kids that come, my mum can give them out from me and Jaden, obviously. That's if Jaden goes out this year, because he's going into high school, so he might not want to. But I think they are really, really cute. And there's not a lot in putting them together. Stampin' Up have done the work for us, as always. So I hope you have a wee go at them. They are really, really cute. And you could probably actually use these as teacher gifts. Maybe buy a big tin of roses and put maybe half a dozen sweeties in them, and you can give them to all the staff at the school rather than just one or two teachers. If I had this before Jaden broke up, I would have definitely have made these for his teachers as well to match the other stuff I made, because these are really, really nice. Anyway, I hope you have a wee go, and that is the Treat Time Claremont stamp set and the Petite Treats framelit set. I will leave the information on my blog to catalogue numbers, etc., so you can find them easily. Anyway, thank you for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.